What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with another Furuhomen Friday, as well as very sleepy and lazy Luca. And we're continuing with Living With Ourselves 2024 as we move into 2025. And the next track we're going to listen to is Time Is On Your Side, which seems remarkably optimistic and hopeful from Mags. As the phrase is typically expressed, it's in regard to someone not needing to rush or not needing to worry. A decision doesn't have to be made right now. There's not some judgment about to be rendered. There's nothing imminent that will damage or affect them if they're not prepared to enter a new phase. So time is on your side typically means you have plenty of time, you don't need to worry right now. That's not a pressure or a factor for you, which, as I said, for Mags feels remarkably positive. Now, there could be an irony to it, there could be a sarcasm to it where you really are under time pressure, or the person being addressed really is in dire and time-relevant circumstances, but on the surface of it, it sounds more hopeful. So let's see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is Magne F. The track is Time Is On Your Side, and it's from his 2024 album, Living With Ourselves.
We haven't worked this hard to get it wrong. We didn't give it up just to be right. We labored for so long to be a part of it, and all goes down tonight.
You struggle all this time to get ahead of things, and gave up many things along the way. You turn every stone to see what that will bring. Now all comes down today.
But time is on your side. Just paint your name across the sky. If all falls down, just turn around. 'Cause time is on your side. You travel far and wide to be close to this.
You're not about to turn and walk away.
You look them in the eye without prejudice, no matter what they say. So pain is not your friend, but we'll all feel it in the end. As dark will out as the light it bends, every life's the same.
I like this a lot.
But time is on your side, so paint your name across the sky. 'Cause words and deeds go far and wide, and time is on your side. And pain is not your friend. We will feel it in the end. As dark with hours light it bends. 'Cause everyone's the
What a lovely composition. So first of all, I really do enjoy the music on that one. It has this melancholy to it, but it has a bit of, I don't want to say energy, because it's not like fast-paced or driving, but it has hope in a rhythmic or sonic sense, if that makes sense. Basically, it feels there's a bit of sadness, but it also feels like it's forward-looking. It also feels like there is belief in it. So ultimately, it seems, if I'm reading the lyrics correctly, to fit the themes at play quite well. I do love the acoustic guitar sound in particular, and just the sequencing, like the melody itself, the composition of it, but also the structure of the tune I enjoyed a lot. Also, of course, it is a duet. I love the female voice in it. It has a simple elegance to it. I'm forgetting in the moment. I think I did have that information, but ultimately in the moment I don't recall it, so I apologize. But I thought she did sound very good. And yes, it sounds like we're saying that, and at first it did seem very much like an irony, the idea, well, we haven't come this far just for things to turn right. Like, it seemed very Mags. But as the song went along, some of the other lines made it sound like, you can struggle, you can go through difficulties, but everybody does that. Everyone's life is the same. Like, pain is not your friend, but everyone's going to feel it at some point. And if you persist, if you keep on keeping on, eventually things may turn out to be worth the effort, worth the journey. So it seemed to be a song about ups and downs and going through the peaks and valleys of life and inevitably feeling pain, but not letting that be the end. And if time extends, if time continues, then maybe stones will be overturned. I was trying to remember what the line was. It was like overturning every rock, or, looking under every rock. But yes, maybe with further time, things can become more valuable, more positive, even if you had to struggle to get there. So yeah, it feels like there is both melancholy and brightness in the sonics and the themes, if I'm reading some of those lines correctly. Either way, I think it's a prototypical Mags tune. It sounds like absolutely something that he would write, and therefore I think the distinction as I hear it in my brain between Mags' solo work and the a-ha work, or the solo work of someone like Morton, or certainly Savoy, I'm beginning to really get a sense for their different lanes, even if when they come together, the a-ha sound is its own creation. So yes, it feels very much like what I've come to know from Mags, and I was intrigued when I saw the title, and yet by the end of the reaction, by the end of the song, it feels like, oh, well, it's very much in his, like, hey, let's take a nuanced view to these things that are sometimes viewed only positively or only negatively. It's, the yin and the yang. It's both of them that makes this thing that we call life, and that is what we experience when we live with ourselves. So yes, ultimately I feel it is very much in his alley. Do let me know what you think of this. And Luca, the horizontal cat, who is back to letting me do this again, and I will be back. Peace.